Trade temporary for permanent. Trade your ice cream cone that's melting for the peso for the dollar for the land, and the land for the Bitcoin. Trade the currency for capital. Trade something fragile for something resilient. Trade something local for something global. Trade something physical for something digital. Trade the security for the commodity. Trade the commodity for the scarcity. You can't go wrong moving in that direction. So let's talk about some great trades in history, some trillion-dollar trades. The Dutch understood naval power. They understood ships. They had thousands of them. They bought the best port in the New World for a couple of $100 in plastic and textile trinkets. And that's worth $2.5 trillion today. Okay? It was an investment that's returned 6% for 398 years straight. It's a 10.5 billion X return. And if you think about it, you're like, why would I actually give up the best port in America for a bunch of textiles and plastic and glass? But the people that sold the thing to them didn't understand naval power. If you don't appreciate the reason you're going to want the property, you won't value the property. Napoleon wanted to gallivant across the old world, and Jefferson wanted to expand in the new world. So France sells Louisiana to the U.S. for $15 million in 1803. The $15 million probably lasted a few months fueling the French army. It's gone. Jefferson got that. He got 27% of the United States. It's an 800,000x return. Worth 12 trillion or more. It'll be worth more. Jefferson had some vision, as did this man. Seward pays $7 million for Alaska 2 years after the country's decimated by the Civil War. John D. Rockefeller is trying to start an oil company. Today, there's $1 trillion of oil underneath Alaska. It's a massive return for a piece of paper. How much is digital capital worth? Take the $450 trillion, multiply by 3%. That's your entropy cost or your inflation cost. It costs the world $13.5 billion a year to take all of those parade of horribles when they're trying to preserve their wealth. If you put a 20 P to E on it, like you'd value a company or a long duration bond, that's worth $270 trillion.